the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run on first down. Hawkins, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, it's Hawkins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Back to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. First carry now for David Montgomery. A first down and then some for Montgomery as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Fields throw taken in by Sutton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Fields going to get this to Montgomery. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Montgomery. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Once more, Montgomery. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Cohen. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields escaping the pressure right. 1:57 to go in this 1st half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This is complete to Hawkins. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it here. Open target here, Darius Slayton. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together, the front and back.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. The running play there going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Play action. It's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Fields now to throw. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
And live to fight another down, right?
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. It has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Fields. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here comes Cohen. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Second down at 4. Here comes Mooney now in the jet sweep. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play. 5 yards remain on second down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw is Fields. Flushed out right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On the stop was Aaron Donald. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Steps away to his left.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd down and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And still fighting. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are right back in this football game. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Fields being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Santos' kick is up and through. And with that, they will move ahead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. You've got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll try the left side. Hawkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
123 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Toss left to Montgomery. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Here comes Mooney now in the jet sweep. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will